I don't think we're really taught how to live and embody and express our true selves. It's mostly just masks here and there, things we've picked up along the way. And like that's what the ego is. That's the nature of the ego, really, is that animalistic part to instinctually move through life rather than intuitively move through life.
Ooh, what's the difference between the two?
Good question. So the intuitive part would be more the aspect of the true self, right? I'm moving in a flow with my world rather than by need that I think of protection or survival or getting what I want. And that's the instincts. So, like the ego being the animalistic part, mainly instinctual, I get what I want or I think that I need right now in this very moment. And I operate from that place rather than intuitively moving like in a way of need, like what does
Mm.
my soul need and what would love do also for the rest of also other people.
Wow. Let me ask this, Sarah. Where do you, and we're touching on ego, and that's what today's topic is about. How do you think people develop egos? Like, I mean, that's probably like a very open-ended question, right? There's many ways, but like from your perspective, like, what do you think is like the main culprit, or some of the main culprits, like involved in someone's ego getting to where it gets to, in some instances?
Being human.
Okay, that's
every
real.
s- every single human has an ego, and we all have different experiences, and the way that we kind of interpret these experiences, I mean, listen, two people could go through the same experience and have two totally different manifestations of what that looks like in their lives,
Hmm.
right? And that's because we also have conscious choice.
Yeah.
But the ego is developed over time just by living this human experience, and we get to choose like how that adapts and um, how we form into that rather than well, what happens is it starts to form us. The ego starts to form us.
So a quick follow-up to that then. Do you think you mentioned that like it's you have choices? So do you think those of us who have like a really, I guess, bad ego, or perceived to be a bad ego, like we just made a lot of bad choices in our lives to develop this ego to where it is? Is that what you're saying?
No, and I don't think that there's like you have a bigger ego than I do, or I have a bigger
Okay.
one than you do. I just think that it expresses differently, and
Okay.
sometimes it really, really gets us, like it really ensnares us, like it literally
Mhm.
enslaves us.